Hello, Makio. How you doing? Is this working? I think so. I'm cuddling my blankets as if it's a person because I'm so lonely. Doesn't sound like something you should admit to. um, Hello, Alex. How you doing as well? I've been single for 6 months. Aren't you a child? Aren't you a young boy? Can date even if I'm young. That's what you guys think, huh? I barely take things seriously, to be honest. Okay, so I think that's like the. It looks a little bit yellow, but I don't know. It's fine. 19 and never dated at all. Well, I guess 19 is just becoming an adult, so I guess you can go date someone. Ray is yellow. Yeah, basically all I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna try to do some clothing practice and maybe dress some characters. A lot of the drawings are probably gonna be kind of messy because it's just practice. I'm so tired, but I can't sleep because my brain is stupid. I know someone who can date me because they keep saying they love me and they're hot as well and their voice just yum, they're really nice, but they match my freak. Okay, go for it, I guess. They don't like anyone. I like many people. Only anime characters. And that one person I wrote. Why does nobody like you, Alex? Okay, with the feet. Zero clue? They don't tell you? What has happened to make you think that then? I don't go up to people and ask, "Do you like me?" Oh, well, for you then, how have you known that they don't like you or that they dislike you? People avoid me, give me weird stares, talk about me behind my back. Hello, Cherry. How you doing? Okay, so this is one technique, I guess, that works kind of. Does it even show up pretty good? Oh, okay, it doesn't. Wow, doesn't really show up at all. Wonder if I. That doesn't really help. I guess I'll try to draw darker. Mm, not doing too bad. How are you? Did you finish your painting? Not doing bad. That's good. I am doing pretty good. The painting is, I guess, 90%. Let me show you because it's actually here. So what's left to do is details around the eye, um, both eyes actually, and some some hair details, and just basically finishing touches, I guess. Pretty, yeah. Yeah, it turned out okay. So I'm happy with it. The second eye, yeah, the second eye is closed. I just need to make the eyelashes like kind of fan out and kind of darken the top of it so you get the underside of the eyebrow, right? Still not really showing up. I wonder. Okay, I got an idea. My boo boo bear died? What? Just realized the stream was delayed. I don't know if you got my question or not. Yeah, I think hold on, let me check something. It was the question about the eye, right? Oh wow, look at this one. Another kickbot. I guess it's nice that they put more effort into it than the Twitch bots. But yeah, the eye, I need to get the eyebrows in and the darken the area underneath the eyebrow. That way it will show up better. This is almost like drawing with pencil, even though it's pen. Maybe I should switch to like a darker a darker pen. Maybe this. You can erase pen. Depends. Like this is a oil-based ink, so you can have a lot of trouble getting that off paper. It's not even worth the effort. This is an alcohol-based pen. Not worth the effort either, really. Because their inks, this one's ink lays on top, kind of. And this one soaks into the fibers of the paper, so you can't really get rid of it. Yeah, you'll just damage the paper. If it's damaging the paper, it's not really worth it. Welcome back. Those like office pens. This one is pretty common everywhere. Bic pen. And then these ones are just random Chinese pens that are pretty cheap to get. Using pens like that are a good practice to using pencil. They are, because you can't, especially if you have like a habit of erasing, I guess it'll break that habit. It's a more permanent mark and you don't have to worry about glare or smudging. Like it does kind of still smudge, this one especially, because it's an oil based. This one does not smudge because it's an ink based, alcohol based ink. So it would only smudge this one though, if it was like a lot of ink on the page, like really solid lines or something. What am I trying to do here? Oh yeah, I want to get the clothing to wrap the form. Hmm. Having trouble with certain parts because, okay, so this part, because it goes around here, can go like that. I'm trying to think of like the clothing lines, like the tension. Um, there's a seam here that goes into the underarm usually. So you can go like that, and then it will go. Yeah, what are you drawing? Hello, Art the Max. I want to learn how to draw any pose. Well, that will be tough because there's like different methods for drawing certain poses. Like most poses, you'll be using completely different methods. There's not like one way. Unless like I guess if you simplify your drawing style a lot, you could probably get like a singular method. But for me, I can't do it. um watch this video about learning to sketch with pen instead of pencils, but I don't know if I can send links in chat. Probably not. I don't know what I have my setting to, but I'm pretty sure it probably will block the link. You can set it in Discord though. Um where would you send it? Hmm. Oh, I guess Icebox, right? Because I think Icebox is for tutorials and all that stuff, right? Thought it was interesting and I tried it out myself at one point, but it was a pain at first. I've been trying with pen mostly because pencil is it's like annoying kind of. I would draw with pencil if it was like the only thing that I use for the drawing, or if I need to do like a sketch and then I'm gonna ink on top. But if I'm just sketching for fun, I always use pen. Okay, it goes down like that. But also, I guess I can look at myself. Yeah, so this one here is correct. Hold on, I think I want to try to fix the lighting settings here. If I do this, will it work? I don't know if it worked or not. It's a little better maybe, I don't know. Hmm. Oh well. Barely. Just in case I can't send links, I'll just tell you the channel. It's called Drawing with Waffles. I used to watch videos back when I was in more of my learning mindset, I guess. I'm gonna check it. I can Google it here. Oh wait, I think I recognize this channel. Yeah, I do recognize this channel. Oh wait, it's a huge channel. Yeah, I probably saw it. Stuff from it. Yeah, almost 3 mil. That's crazy. She's been through a lot. She usually recently come back after a couple of years. Wow, what must have happened? That's crazy. I'm quickly finding out that there's a lot to consider when drawing the clothing. Because it's not just the folds, but like the tension of the pose, I guess. Like, I guess you have to consider everything underneath as well, is what I'm trying to say. She has a video explaining everything, but I'll just say she's been suffering with health related problems. Okay. That sucks. Hopefully she's better, or at least getting more control, I guess, of the situation. I am here now, and this is what I've been asking for. This? Oh, yeah, this is a clothing. I guess there'll be some. I think you wanted poses, like anatomy and stuff. So I guess I'll do some of that too, right? Might as well. How you doing, by the way? Although she's a really nice person, I recommend her channel. She has an autoimmune. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty. That's like learning to. You have to learn how to live with that. That's tough. There's not really much getting better, I guess, in that case. It's only learning how to deal with it. Damn. Okay. Yeah, how am I doing? Yeah. Okay, so what I'm finding out is I have to draw something like a sketch or something about what's happening underneath before I draw the um, clothing. At least for now, because like maybe in the future I won't really need to. Hopefully. Wait, now I have to consider the gravity. That will make some of the cloth kind of droop. Her health kind of goes on and off. I can relate in a sense, though, since my mom has an autoimmune disease too. Hey, Collie, how you doing? I'm gonna just be doing sketches today. I don't know if you were there for the last stream, but we progressed the painting, so I'll show you how it looks. These, I wouldn't say anatomy studies. I would say like clothing studies, more like maybe trying to make outfits and stuff. So yeah, this is like 90% done, Collie. We're almost done. Doing okay? I am as well. Clothes are cool to draw. Yeah, one of the problems that I had was, or that I have still, I guess, is I always draw like naked. I always draw the figures, and basically I became weak at clothes because of that. You have any original characters? Yeah. So there's a comic that I've been working on. It's linked, I think, in the description of the video, but there's other videos where I worked on them more. I don't really know like how to show that because it's in the computer. It's digital, and I'm doing traditional, so yeah, you could probably like look at it with one of the links, probably either Twitter or Instagram. I don't think I've posted up to date on Instagram. I think Twitter is probably more up to date. Hello, Silver Comment. How you doing? But yeah, if I do something like this, where the hand is going like that, and then we can use that line as a seam for the shirt, and we can just say like the neck goes inside that part. The clothes is gonna go like that. And then the cut here is going to cause the clothes to go this way and kind of go down because of the gravity. It's like a tube form, so I guess it's gonna have to go around it like that. And then as we get here, because of the crease, it has to crumple. I know how to do those. It's like there are triangle patterns that you can use to indicate that there's crunch, or like the compression of the cloth folds. Yeah, I can do that. I think I need to watch a video or something. I always collect videos and I forget to watch them. That's one of my bad habits. It's like, oh, I found a sick video to watch on how to do this, but I download it and I don't I forget to watch it. Oh, we got it. We got two. We finally got another Twitter bot or Twitch bot. I always get those confused. I'm well. That's good. I'm well as well. I'm well as well. Do you watch any anime? Not much anymore. I've downloaded a bunch of anime to watch as well, and they've just been kind of sitting there. Um, Probably not the more popular ones. Um, I'm pretty out of the loop in that respect. Just ones that I kind of have interest in. Like sometimes you read a manga and then you hear that it's getting an anime and you're like, "Oh, nice." And then you find out that the anime is not that good or yeah, that's the kind of anime watching experience I've been having. That's good. You either watch it or you don't. I guess so. I haven't watched it in a long time though. So when someone asks, "Do you watch any anime?" It's because they watch anime. So whatever they watch anime, like currently, I wouldn't know what to say about it because the time in which I watched anime is a really long time ago. Or comparatively, it would be a longer time. What do you watch anyways? Art to the max? Probably JJK or something. What else is popular? My Hero, is that still going? I don't know. I guess One Piece is still going, right? Yeah, it is. I think this is passable the way I'm drawing it, but I'm worried about not understanding the clothing folds. And it's important for me, not just because I'm like a professionally should be able to do that easily, but because I get really frustrated when I'm trying to draw something, and because I don't understand it, it doesn't work out. So I'd rather go through that in a study than go through that when I'm actually trying to draw something. Big paper for the evening, or am I just confused? Yeah, it's big paper. I mean, uh, 8 by 14 maybe, something like that. 8 by 14 inches. Printing paper. It just so happened that it was the almost the perfect size for the aspect ratio, so I decided, yeah, I'll do that. Some of the tutorials that I've downloaded are too basic, so I guess I kind of learned without checking them because I'm scrolling through them right now. It's like I already know this. This is mid. Delete that. Okay, this one's a little bit more interesting. Let me do this one. So skilled you can learn the strategies without even watching the tutorials. Well, no, it's because you take. Well, I think I said this before you came here, but like I tend to download tons of tutorials, and I'm like, oh, I'll go through them all, right? And I'll like power, I'll power level by like going through all the tutorials. But by the time I get around to it, because I'm just kind of like constantly downloading stuff, I kind of figure it out myself in that time. Just make time to watch the video. Make time. I have no idea how to do that. If I knew how to do that, if only. You know, when it comes to the videos, I download them all to the desktop, and then there's tons of folders on the desktop, and then it just kind of sits there. Um, I think people who've seen my desktop have an idea of what that kind of looks like. Set a timer for when you want to start. Tired of streaming to zero. Damn. The kick bots are kind of kicking you around. Straight to the point this time. Admire the right. Yeah, there was one earlier that was a lot longer. Let me see if I can find it to highlight it. I got 3 bots so far, and we just started today. I'm writing to propose a collaboration that I think could be mutual benefit. Could be mutual benefit to you as a stream. What? I'm writing a proposal. I'm writing to propose a collaboration that I think could mutually benefit you as a stream. Okay, yeah, there we go. Does that even make sense still though? Because mutual implies like benefit them as well, right? I don't know, whatever. Like you could just say that could be mutually beneficial, and then explain your thing. I don't know. It will mutually benefit only you. That sounds like a deal. Oh yeah. So where was the dude? Um, game or jam games. What did you want again? You wanted me to draw something, or like show how I draw something, I guess. But I forgot. I forgot exactly what it was. Do you guys know each other? Silver and Art to the Max. All right. So with this here, according to the tutorial, it's showing me to do this to get the clothing to go like that. And then go back to going between these two like that. Hmm. There would also be a seam over here though, and that would be where the cloth gets pulled, kind of. Silver comment, do you draw? Yes. Rate yourself out of 10. 4 to 5. I think I put myself at like a 6. I just sent the link in the server. Hope I did it right. Yeah, there's not necessarily a way to do it wrong. I just kind of have a lot of things in there to make it look maybe a little bit like serious, because I don't want people to like spam things, right? Um, Let me see. I'm gonna open it here. Creature, character, weapon, concepts. You should sketch in pencil, and I'll tell you why. Let's see. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Holy crap, there's so many ads in this video. I like drawing original characters in anime. Vic Pen? Yeah, I think she's using the same brand. I don't know. Can't get a good look at it. Oh my god, if it plays one more ad, I'm out of here. Hate ads and videos. Before I switch the paper, I'm just gonna do some shading, I guess. Uh, let's just pretend the light's coming from this way. You have any fancy tea today, or was that a one-off? I did. I had uh crap, I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. It was black tea, but it had, I think, cardamom. Cardamom? Yeah, I don't know. It had something else in it. Something a little more, like it had a spicy kind of undertone. Fancy tea mixologist and artist. I mean, it's pre-mixed, so I'm technically not mixing it. I'll make the light. Okay, I'll make a note for the light actually, and then for this one, I'll make it come from here. Oh, that's cool. So what she said about, oh, you guys can't hear the video. Never mind. But like the video that Cherry sent, which is in the Discord, she was talking about how drawing with pen has gotten her to uh focus on shapes instead of like the skeletal structure of what she's trying to draw. I wish it helped me that way. I end up kind of drawing the skeletal structure regardless. That's something I have to consciously not do. To focus more on the shape languages and stuff. Oh yeah, one of the nice things too about drawing with pen is lack of eraser dust, because that is annoying to deal with. Bye man, I left you with a subscribe and a like. Thank you. Hopefully see you again whenever you have time. I think you asked about the characters, right? Yeah. So you can check the webcomic if you want to see that. Otherwise, if you drop in when I'm working on it, you'll get to see them then. Bye bye. I'll just use the same light source here. Can't stop watching. Not much interesting going on here. Should prioritize, I'm assuming, uh, your sleep. I think I'll zoom in. Sad that it's not showing up on a screen as much as I would like it to, but that's just how it is, I guess. She mentioned cross hatching in the video. That's something I do need to do a lot more of. I'm doing it right now, kind of like messy, but um, I think I need to do a project where that's a lot more prominent. Oh, you're back. You ran off some. Yeah, I was asking you what you wanted me to a sketch for you. Like what you were. I can't remember exactly what you were having trouble with that you wanted me to show. I need to think. Oh, okay. But yeah, since this is an oil-based pen, by the way, it's possible to just smudge it with alcohol, like isopropyl. If you were to, I can just do it, I guess. Q-tip. Hopefully it doesn't smudge below, but we'll find out, I guess, if it bleeds through. It's a lot. So as you can see there, quote unquote, black is not black, it's blue. And because this is alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, it doesn't wrinkle the paper. It actually reinforces the fibers of the paper because it kind of like dries it out or something. I don't know. Interesting, right? Not really black. So if I dump my book into a vat of isopropyl alcohol, it should be fine if there's nothing on it. If there's no ink, it should be fine. I'm not sure about printer ink actually, like if it can be affected after it's dried. If you could like show how to draw the basic body, like how you would do it on a normal T pose, I would never draw a T pose, but like I guess like a static pose, right? Okay, I'll try that. I'll try to do that. Let's see what happens. It's even showing the incorrect color. It's showing it more uh, darkish, bluish, purplish than what it is in real life. Interesting. But let me see. Oh, I did bleed through. Okay, let's see. For the head, for the torso, um, then I angle the I guess like a line for the shoulders. Sometimes this will be higher, one will be higher than the other, depends on like how the pose is, but this is like a more static pose, right? I put in like a circle. For the face, I want like a center line, and then like the side of the face. We want where the neck is gonna go. This is gonna be a weird pose. Center line for the torso. Oh, it's gonna run off the page. So one of the things that you can think about is for the head to connect it to the body. Uh, just like I'm just gonna draw the dot, but basically look for the center of the head and go straight down, and that's what your neck sort of work into, and it will look okay even if you're a little bit off. Um, for the arm and the torso, they are connected kind of like this. There's like a triangle here. It's more complicated than this, like if you were to look at the muscle masses, but essentially you have that, and then you have those muscles, the elbow. I'm trying to think of like this is not what I would actually draw normally because I've been trying to not do this like with all the structural parts and stuff. I've been trying to just do it by instinct. I'm trying to do ultra instinct with drawing, but if you want more structure, I guess this is useful. I don't know if this is helping you at all. Oh shit! I'm zoomed in. This method, I don't really use it. It doesn't feel good anymore, even like now that I'm looking at it. I would probably do something more like, okay, all right, get the basic shapes in. The problem is that I don't really know what to teach with the way that I currently draw. Like, I guess gesture poses is what you should study. Guess there would be nothing there because you can't really see. It's actually be it'll be more inside there. Yeah, and then when you draw really loosely, you can just work it out, I guess. Um, and then whenever you lack structure, you just bring back some of the structural stuff that you were trying to study. I guess you can base it off of an anatomy study too. Like if I wanted to like show how the armpit was connected, that's one of the difficult things, right? I think that's like the pattern. They use this, and that would be like the rib. That would be the muscle here. That would be that muscle there, going like that. It's the bicep, I think. Is that what that muscle is called? Well, I'm gonna head out. Do take care. Yep. Have a good one. I feel like this is right. Yeah, I'm not doing a good job. I know you're saying it's helping a lot. I don't really know if it is or isn't because I'm not just doesn't seem helpful. Like for me, if there was like a specific pose, that would probably be more easy. A normal pose kind of doesn't really show much. Like if I were to, let me try again with a normal pose. If I were to just do a pose straight on, there's not really anything happening. So let's see. Yeah. See, I'm defaulting to what they teach in books, and that's not how I draw for real though. So that's why I'm saying that I don't know if it's actually helpful because like if I were to actually do a pose, I wouldn't be doing all this stuff. I don't think. Same thing with if I were to draw a face, right? Like if I were to draw a face, you often see things where you divide it down the center, then you make like a line, and um, I don't know, another line and line, and it's just a bunch of lines to measure out the proportions, and that might be okay if you're like drawing in pencil or something, but I think it's better to just figure out what you want proportion wise and stuff, and then just wing it and like adjust it as you go. Like for example, if I were to draw a face, I just draw the circle for like the general space that the face is going to take up, and then I draw the nose. The nose is going to be at an angle as it can be like seen here. Draw a hint of nostril. I know that the lip is like a short distance, so then I draw that. I draw the corner, draw the lower lip, a line for that, and then I know that the corner of the eye and the corner of the mouth are usually aligned, so I just measure out that. And then if like the skull is not far back enough, I just add that. It's like that's how I prefer to draw nowadays. I don't think I can wing this. Maybe I don't know. Maybe like at a certain point of like studying the structural approach, um, you learn from it, and then like it becomes a hindrance if you continue to do it. Maybe that's what happened to me because I can't. Uh, I don't really like to draw that way anymore. Like maybe there's a way to understand it better if you draw from a structuralist approach. You understand better what you're drawing, um, and then you that knowledge becomes like almost subliminal, subconscious. Like you don't think about it. Like it's not the front of your mind when you're drawing. For a pose, This is gonna be kind of wacky, but I would think like, okay, yeah, the head has to be up tilted, so I'll draw it like this. Um, and I'll just get in pieces, right? So like this line has to be this way because if you're looking, if the perspective grid is you're looking straight on, the line is a straight, and then if you're looking from a lower angle, the line is a curve, right? And then it keeps going curved, more and curved, more and curved, more. The further up the extreme is, right? Like if you were to look upwards at like a cone, right? It would become more and more extreme curves. And then the other way it would be the same, but this is like on a less extreme level. Your eye would probably be center over here, and then your curves would probably start to go this way down here. I'm sure you can't. Some anatomy knowledge will come in if you like. Okay, so like typically there's a the shape where the armpit area is because of how the muscles connect to the uh rib cage, and then how the arm muscles come out of the armpit area. Can't remember what this muscle is. A deltoid, maybe? I don't know. But basically, this one connects like the back and the clavicle, which is like collarbone. It connects it all to the arm bone. I don't know what these things are called. You can really figure it out on your own by just moving your body while you kind of draw that part to see how like you kind of have to do it anyways, like at some point in the future if you want to draw poses really well, because the subsurface or superficial quality of the body changes depending on which muscles are flexed and stuff, right? Muscles always contract, so the area that's pulling and the area that's relaxing are things that you need to consider when you're drawing a pose because those are, I guess they're almost like understood on an instinctual level. Like if you were to look at a pose, you can kind of tell, oh wait, that doesn't feel right because it's not drawn correctly, really. But you can't pinpoint it, or you know, you lack the explicit knowledge to say that, oh, this is what's wrong with that pose. And that's where studies come in for an artist. Like obviously someone who's just what like consuming the art doesn't need to do it. They just kind of consume it and get that feeling and they're like, yeah, that's off or whatever, right? But if you're an artist, you need to figure out what you did wrong or what you're not doing as well as you could be. I think I'm probably going to, weirdly enough, draw like a true skeleton, then skin, even then it's war. I want to see the process. Yeah, you should stream it. Moron, you should stream the you should do some art streams whenever you have the time. I don't know if you have a desk that you can use to set that up or whatever. Or you can just draw it on the computer maybe. I don't know if you have a tablet or not. Only tool I have is MS Paint and my trackpad, and I would never have the space for IRL stream like yours. Yeah, I guess. I guess my IRL space took years to put together. Mm. I think I'm gonna leave for a bit. If I don't join back, I fell asleep or stream ended. Indeed. Well, have a good rest in that case because I'll be out of here in about 30 minutes. So, yeah. I'll see you when I see you. Okay, bye. What I can use these crap poses that I drew is probably to do what I originally started the stream for, which is clothes. So probably use a stronger pen for that though. Choose this one. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can draw. It will be tighter here because it's yeah, it's tighter here because all of the folds need to crumple into like the that area. That's gonna be the seam. Trying to draw something baggy. I think I did that line right, but oh well. There's so many problems. I think something I need to think about or consider doing is to draw the shape outside first and then do the inner details to like make the cloth form go around and respect gravity or whatever force the form is being exerted with. No, that's wrong too. Oh, now we'll just consider that a mess up then, because it shouldn't be indented here. It should be out, like puffed outwards. It's all messed up again, but I'm gonna continue and see what I can learn from it. This one's messed up because like the tightness and looseness of the cloth is kind of very different. Like it's way too loose around here. Maybe I can no, I can't really tighten it up because that line's already too far out. His shadows always save me. I can just add a massive dark area and then it's just gonna kind of make sense. Because I guess that's just how the brain kind of works. It tries to make it work out inside of the brain, or like what you're seeing in the brain tries to make it make sense or whatever. So whenever you throw in a large obscure area, your brain will just incorporate it to make sense. Have you ever had to draw a hoodie? No, I'm so uh behind, I guess, on clothes. That's why all the clothes in the thing are like super weird and basic and not even drawn right there. But like if I just throw a shadow in the corner there, it just suddenly makes sense. Like everything just kind of works together. Mm, I can probably just do this, right? Circle, circle. It's too late for me to worry about this, so I'll just draw it in black. Looks like good clothing? Well, to me, no. To me, the stuff that I have to study and become like, this is not even close. Like, you'll see eventually. I'll get there, so you'll see what I mean. I mean, I could show, I'll eventually show like who I'm studying from, uh, inside of the Discord. But yeah, they're really, really good artists that do it properly. And I want to do it like that, so these are like really, like, even if even if I had it all right, all the like wrapping of it, then the next level is drawing like actually good clothes, like stylish clothes. So like, adding, I don't know, frills or whatever, like here. And whatever else I can't think of. Like maybe more frills here. I'm just gonna add frills to everything. Is that what I'm gonna do? I guess so. Everything's busted. Oh yeah, and then there's that whole thing about shading it or doing the line work for it, which would have to conform to like the tension in the cloth. Not in every instance, because like if you were to have a scene where maybe the movement is more important, the direction of the character's movement, then you would coordinate the shading with that direction. Um, so like if this person was moving really quickly in this direction, instead of conforming to the tension of the cloth, I would have all the shading conform to the actual direction of the movement that the character is going in. Oh, welcome back. I'm like 10 minutes from ending. Um, yeah. There's a lot of perspective that actually will go into how I'm gonna do this because it depend like I was explaining here, depending on like what the viewing angle is, the rec or the way that the wrap of the cloth looks like is gonna be different. There's a lot more to consider, I guess. I guess there's an opportunity too with the clothes to actually figure out how you can use the clothes uh tension to direct the eye through the figure and enhance the energy of movements and stuff like that. I think it's helping me think of things in terms of shapes too. It's like, okay, so this is the breast, the breast form. This is the arm form, right? So I'm thinking of the arm as a cylinder. I'm thinking of the the boobs as like right now as like two. Both of them are combined to like an egg shape. Thinking of the head. Well, the head's not really wrapped, so not really thinking about it that much. And the body here is another kind of tube. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. I don't know if that was right or not. Oh well. Doesn't matter. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I've been writing some more stuff, so the next stream maybe I'll try to do either I don't want to make it only writing, so maybe page planning and writing combined to try to like arms are a cylinder, breasts are an ovalish cylinder, heads are a weird oval thing, body I don't know, like a body. Pretty much. That's my fluency level of explaining what I'm doing. Well, since you're about to end stream, I might just go, yep. I'll see you when I see you. I'm gonna end in about what, 4 minutes? Yeah, so see how the angle of the line, like the curvature, has to consider. I mean, like I'm saying it like it's not obvious, but I'm kind of speaking to myself as I'm doing this. Has to consider the curvature of the booba, and the tension of like the cloth getting pulled into the armpit here because of the tension, and then depending on the cut too, that might change. But like, because sometimes they have like an extra fabric here that's cut into place for larger busts to accommodate that. But um, in general, I think we can kind of just do this because it has to go over the side of the neck slash shoulder. And then since this is a fresh piece of cloth that isn't going to be influenced by that, it's mostly going to be influenced by the cylinder kind of shape and gravity. And then over here also, it's going to be influenced by like the fact that it has to crumple with the inside of the arm. So gravity means that this side is going to be a little bit more flabby, and then this side is going to be a little more tight. Something like that, I guess. Okay, bye. Yeah. There's a seam here too, so influences something. If I learned from just you, my guide drawings are going to look real weird. Yeah, they will. I have been drawing in the sketchbook for the last hour. So you know, that's cool. That's good. Um, Either I've gotten better, I've gotten more delusional from fatigue. You'll know tomorrow. I usually have that um, both ways. Like, oh, this looks like garbage, or it looks good, and then the next day will give me the reality check, because sometimes the bad drawings look good, sometimes the good drawings look bad. It just, you know, you look at it for a while and you're not sure anymore. Um, you're back, but you just, well, I have to go. So, so yeah, I guess you're back in time for me to go. I did learn a little bit, not as much as I wanted to, but I don't know, maybe the tutorials are, it's hard to focus on the tutorial and then focus on the stream and then focus on when I'm actually drawing. So maybe I'll just do some private study or something. I was thinking that, oh, it'd be good to do this on stream, which it might be okay to do it again after I have a little bit more of a hang about what I'm doing, but what do we have here? So this is no bueno. That way. The first attempt, funny enough, was actually probably the best set, but like already looking at it, I can see like, okay, that's, yeah, very amateurish with the folds specifically. This one's probably this one's good over here, and yeah, it's kind of good over here, like the tension pulling. But this one is just, this one's no. And then the pen stuff here, I'm starting to understand some stuff. I just need to do it a little bit more. So yeah, I'll do that some other time. Next stream will be comic work. Maybe I'll do it on the weekend. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. See ya. Impressive clothing practice. You got some knowledge, at least on the flow, which is probably a bit more important than for the actual page. Yeah. But yeah, I'll see you guys.